Hey friends, wow, what a day. I was hoping to be able to get on at some other time and do a live, but don't really have signal for that. So I'm going to do a recording and then just post it. So if you could help me by liking and commenting, the logarithm likes lives better than recorded, that'd be great. And your comments are awesome too, really encouraging. So here we are. It's Saturday and April 5th of 2025. And as many of you know, I've been traveling in Ukraine and being able to witness what God is doing in the midst of one of the darkest chapters in Ukraine's history as Russia has invaded Ukraine over these last 3 years and really over these last 10 and 11 years since 2014. And one of the stories that I've heard again and again are people who, have been refugees for the last 10 or 11 years or have been refugees multiple times as the Russians have advanced over the years, have lost multiple homes. And so today I got into the station about 9:30 a.m. and then I went straight. We were going to go straight to the church, but stopped off at McDonald's on the way for coffee. And as we got to the McDonald's or waiting on our order, the air raid sirens went off. Apparently, they're pretty common. And so as a result, the only thing they were wondering was, would McDonald's close down before they got their food? And we were one of the last people to get our food, took it to the church. Thankfully, nothing happened near us. Then we went, we spent some time. I was so excited to see Tanya, one of our friends from our days in Voronezh, Russia. Oh, such a great thing to see her again. I felt like no time had passed. And then we got to see our friends Pasha and Lilia. Vladimir and Lilia were the ones who met me at the station, but Pasha and Lilia are pastors of Ochidom, Father's House here in Dnipro, and longtime friends, known them for like 20 years, and so blessed by Pasha's music. And it was such an honor to be with them, and God really showed up for it, but not the way I expected. I kind of thought it might be really exciting or really joyful, but it was really kind of sober. And I really felt like God was really going after some things in our hearts as far as the things that as Ukrainians, after so many years, the bitterness of heart, the hopelessness and despair that comes, that God wants to, that a lot of times it fills up our hearts like stones fill up a glass, leaving no room for that oil of the Spirit to fill it. And so just encouraging us to let God take those from us. And so please pray for them and the Ukrainian people, because the scary thing about bitterness is bitterness will turn you into the thing you hate. And, and so incredible time, but then quickly had to run because we were coming over here to Vladimir and Lilia in the church Blagovest, have a base. It's just on the other side of the river. Some of you guys have seen the youth camps, things they posted here. And in fact, a week ago, while they had a youth camp here, missiles went straight down the river, almost at eye level, and hit the bridge further down. And, and so, but this area is safe. I mean, everything passes over, for lack of a better term. And so, here we are. I'm just so blown away by their hospitality. Got to spend some time with them and encourage them as well along those lines of forgiveness and restoration of hope. Please pray for me that I would, because I don't want to be tone deaf. The reality is they have suffered so much loss. It's unimaginable. In fact, that's one of the things I've been constantly saying, that who am I? Who am I to speak into their situation? I haven't gone through what they've been through. And as I sat with them, they have a team of about 50, and I heard their individual stories. I was again and again overwhelmed. One woman whose husband was shot right in front of her, another who was a farmer's. They had a successful farm, doing quite well. The Russians came in and just took absolutely everything. And now they have nothing, and yet they're serving with open hearts. And that woman whose husband was shot, she said, yeah, but you know what? I've been taken in by this family, this church here, and I'm loved. Others talking about sons that have been lost. Others, refugees from Zaporozhye, for instance, where so much bombing is happening, and artillery fire on the city. And just hearing their stories, I was really moved, but I also, like I said, I don't want in any way to be trite in talking with them. They're hungry. They're hungry for more. They're hungry for breakthrough, but at the same time, just speaking into that. And they're so grateful that I'm here. It's almost, it's just kind of overwhelming how grateful they're. Like, somebody notices, somebody cares. And the reality is I've been telling them, it's not just me. You all care. The evidence is right there. You all care. I mean, people from across the world, you all care. And if there's messages you want me to pass along to them, go ahead and put them in the comments. You guys care, and they're not alone, and it means the world to them. And so just such an amazingly sweet time with them. Please pray for me tomorrow morning. We'll have a service with them at 10 a.m. And I really want to hear his heart. And I will say one of the miracles is everybody tells me they can't believe how much my Russian has improved. Have I been working on my Russian? No. It's been 15 years. It's kind of been sitting in the closet. Also, one of the amazing things is that my comprehension of Ukrainian has gone from 0 5 days ago to, I feel like 65% sometimes. So keep praying for that. That's a miracle. But yeah, please pray for our service tomorrow at 10. Then we're going to do an evangelism service with healing of all things at 3 p.m. And not sure how that's going to go, so really appreciate your prayers for that as well. But love you guys so much. Thank you.